You know what the biggest fear is right now, Tom? If all of a sudden, you know who their superstar of the last 2 decades is that they're hoping is nothing to do with this? LeBron James.
Oh, for sure.
And let me tell you, who is LeBron James's guy?
Damon Jones.
No. I'm
Mav
talking
Carter?
management.
Lawyer?
Mav
I'm
Carter?
talking management.
Rich Paul?
Okay.
Rich Paul?
I'm talking management. So do you know the story of Mav Carter?
I do. I mean, I know Mav. Why? I mean, maybe I don't know this story. What's the story?
Do you know his gambling story?
Oh, I'm familiar with a little bit of it, yes.
Okay. So Maverick Carter, who is who?
That's LeBron's guy.
That's LeBron's guy, and he's the CEO of Spring Hill Company.
Clutch Sports.
And uninterrupted. Clutch Sports, who is co-founded with who? LeBron James.
LeBron, yeah.
Rob, can you do me a favor? Ask ChatGPT, has Mav Carter had gambling issues in the past before? Yeah. And look how he answers the questions. According to multiple news reports, Mav Carter did admit in November of 2021, this is not a long time ago, okay, that he placed about 20 bets on football and basketball games over the course of a year, ranging $5,000 to $10,000. He said he used the services of a bookie named Wayne Nix, who ran an illegal sports betting ring. Carter told investigators he could not recall placing bets on the Lakers, despite his close business association with team star player. Who is that? LeBron James. He was not charged with a crime. The statement from his side said he cooperated with investigators, was not a target, and has not been contacted again in this matter. Why? Well, the NBA can't afford to lose LeBron James, of course. While Carter admitted to the betting, the available public information does not show that he was found guilty of a crime. But what do you mean you do not recall placing a bet on the Lakers or not?
Yeah.
You do not recall. So here's what happens, okay? Here's what happens. Do you think President Trump has a memory where he remembers everybody who called him out?
1,000%.
And do you remember what LeBron called the president once? Steph Curry, a bum.
And he constantly went after him, constantly talked crap about the
administration. He called the president a bum. And do you think if there's any ties, text exchange, email exchange, of Mav Carter asking, Bron, you're going to play tonight, you're not going to play tonight, you think if there's anybody, if you put 10 names of people that know on any given night if LeBron's playing or not, where would this guy rank on that list? He'd be in the top 5
Maverick
list,
Carter?
Right? Yes.
He'd be numero uno.
Oh, then you know.
With Rich Paul, maybe number 2.
So if Mav Carter is number 1 and Rich Paul is 2, and you gamble, you know what this is like? Then Mav Carter's Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
So Mav Carter is Nancy Pelosi because nobody has more insider information than Mav Carter. Shaq, when he's being interviewed, when they're doing Inside the NBA, he told Barkley, we were told at the beginning of the season, whether you know if anybody is playing or not, if any of your friends and family members ask, always say they're playing. Never say they're not playing. We were briefed on this at the beginning of the season. So if there is an ounce of anything on LeBron, do you think Cash and their FBI will go investigating LeBron? And imagine if they do. Think about all the black eyes athletes have had. Black eyes athletes have had. Let's go through them. Pete Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Greatest hitter of all time, 4,300 and something hits. Rob, can you pull up how many hits he had? 4,250, 4,003 something? Number 1, nobody's had more hits. I think the number 2, Ty Cobb, but 4,256, okay? Most hits. Guy played lights out. Did he ever make it into the Hall of Fame while he was alive? No. What was Michael Jordan's? Gambling. What happened there?
Oh, yeah.
Took a year and a half off and play baseball. Who else you got? A-Rod, Palmeiro, McGuire, Sosa. What was that? Steroids. Yep. What's that going to look like, Hall of Fame? FYI. If this goes that direction, none of those things will come as close to this as possible. And guess who will not go in the Hall of Fame? LeBron James.
Wow, you think so?
I don't say I think so.
Yeah. No.
I said if. I know you say no. If they find anything that LeBron participated in helping his boy Mav, who's a gambler,
admittedly illegal gambler.
Illegal gambling, admitted, and nothing happened to him. And when that nothing happened to him, that was what year? 2021. Who was president in 2021?
Joe Biden.
Okay,
Auto pen.
That's right. So guess what? He cares. That's nothing for him. If they go this route and they go after Trump, and I know you said something about Stephen A. Here's what you got to realize, Vinny, about Stephen A. My thoughts on also Stephen A. I haven't told this to Stephen A. Is who hates Stephen A?
LeBron James.
Who tried to destroy Stephen A's career?
LeBron James.
Who tried to make sure Stephen A never got a job? LeBron. Who hated the fact that he got the contract?
LeBron.
Who knows all those additional phone calls that were made behind closed doors? Who goes on Pat McAfee, who is the show after Stephen A, and drops the bomb on Stephen A, talks shit about him? Who did that? LeBron did. You don't think, deep down inside, Stephen A is kind of rooting for Trump? Did you understand what I just went? You don't think it's like, hey, man, listen.
Come on.
I know some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Go Trump.
I think I know some stuff. I don't think he'll do it. But let me tell you, you know who is the one guy that I guarantee knows 90% of the stuff, 95% of the stuff that's going on here? It's Stephen A. I'm telling you right now. So Stephen A knows a lot of stuff.
Of course.
So this is the point. And by the way, Stephen A is going to watch this. We haven't had a conversation about this. I'm telling you what I'm thinking about, okay? We're gonna have the conversation. I totally get it. I'm telling you what I think is going on here. Meaning, I think in this area, if there's anybody in the NBA who are commentators who knows the true character of LeBron, it's one guy. Stephen A. Smith knows him. Mm-hmm. He knows him. So, I don't know. I think there's an element of if there's a guy that they go after that is immediate ties to LeBron is Mav Carter. If they get Mav Carter guilty by association, they get LeBron. If this happens, they keep LeBron out of Hall of Fame. Holy shit. By the way, do you know in the history of the NBA who's been kept out of the Hall of Fame? Nobody.
I was just going to say, I don't
It's baseball that you're kept out of the Hall of Fame, not in basketball. You don't think these guys do steroids? You don't think they do growth hormone? You don't think they do GH? You don't think they do all this other stuff? What do you think? Like, you don't think they're, putting stuff in their body? Of course not.
They're playing every night.
There's never been a single person in the history of the NBA that's been banned from the Hall of Fame, and LeBron could be the first.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I'm not rooting for this. And let me tell you why I'm not rooting for this. The guy's a good father. I see how he's with his kids. He's with his wife. He says, I don't know what I would do without my wife. He's actually a good family guy. Yeah. But the way he went after Trump, calling him a bum and constantly mocking him as the face of the league. LeBron, Kobe never did that. Jordan never did that. Shaq never. These guys never did that. You did that. And the ratings dropped. And nobody watches it anymore like they used to. It dropped because of you. I'm willing to bet. You know when NBA viewership's going to go up? The day LeBron retires. If I'm a consultant to Adam Silver or anybody else, I would be saying, do whatever you can for this guy to retire. We got to go past the LeBron phase, and viewership will come back up. Unless if the new face of the league is going to say some bullshit like he said as well. But Mav Carter, if there's any ties to him gambling, someone's about to go like this.
Oh, yeah.
Come here. We got to talk to you. We got some questions. Give me your phones. Give me all this stuff. If Mav gets, and by the way, that'll be one of the biggest days, kind of like the day when Giuliani got the 240 mobsters that were all walking out with handcuffs.
Yeah.
Look what he's wearing right there.
Yeah.
Clutch
You think that's on purpose?
No, that is for sure intentional.
He's sending a message.
That is for sure intent. I'm telling you right now. You know what Chauncey's saying? LeBron, you better have my back or else.
Oh, for sure.
Because these guys, Vinny,
You know who Clutch Sports is, though, right?
That's a gambling website.
No. Clutch Sports is LeBron's company.
Maverick and
Their
LeBron.
company.
Oh,
No,
that's like
Rich
a
Paul's
subliminal.
company.
That's
But
like
Rich Paul's company is LeBron's
Yes,
company.
Yes, that's
Oh,
Clutch
wow.
Sports.
There is no Clutch Sports without LeBron.
Correct.
Oh, I thought it was a
So,
gambling
Adam,
website.
go ahead. Thoughts?
Well, yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. Number one, the mob is back. We thought that organized crime was gone. We thought they were done. But here they are right in front of our face in the NBA gambling phenomenon that has swept the nation here. Ironically enough, we would try to compare Jordan to LeBron. The one thing we've never said about LeBron is that he gambles. And now, one thing you could say about Jordan, whether it was his gambling on the off the court, whether it was the Vegas stuff, whether it was the golfing, in the famous Last Dance thing, they were doing the throwing the money, and then the guy, the dude that went like this, the white guy, that was funny. But here's another thing. Michael Jordan, after he retired, and obviously the Jordan brand, he ended up buying, I think, the Charlotte Hornets for X amount of hundreds of millions of dollars, ended up selling it, 10Xing it, I think, for a couple $1 billion. The whole thing with LeBron, his legacy is cemented. We know that he's arguably the second greatest player of all time. What he wants to do is own an NBA franchise, and ideally it's going to be in what city, PBD? In Vegas.
Yep.
That's his whole thing. So he wants to turn Sin City into Win City, and this might be the one roadblock that he's going to have to deal with. Now, in my opinion, Maverick Carter has not been guilty of anything whatsoever. We'll see what happens there. But has Maverick Carter had a history of gambling? Yeah, he has. But from what I hear, my sources, Maverick Carter is like the brains of the operation. Rich Paul, he's more, on the agent side of things. He's sort of the hustler. But Maverick Carter is not an idiot. He's a smart guy. It would be so stupid to ruin everything you've built for 30 freaking years over some gambling debts. That to me is ridiculous. So if LeBron is implicated whatsoever, there's going to be a fall guy. Like your boy Shohei Ohtani, who might end up winning the World Series MVP. What happened with that whole gambling nonsense?
Won't happen. He hasn't played great for World Series yet. But
he has a what?
He's going to be MVP, but not World Series MVP. He's still got work to do. But keep going.
Well,
don't act like you know sports a lot.
Come on, bro.
As an
already with the NBA.
But what happened with that whole gambling thing?
Yeah,
everyone thought that was going to be the end of Shohei Ohtani.
That's the right point.
Now the translator
came and
went really, really fast.
Quick.
The point is this.
Why though?
There's going to be a fall guy.
Why though? But watch
They're not
this.
going to let LeBron fall.
You made a very good point, but watch this. Why did it come and leave very fast? Why?
Because sports leagues protect their superstars.
But which superstars? It's very technical here. No,
The growing
guys.
superstar.
The growing superstar.
Yeah.
The growing superstar. Not the declining superstar. So now this guy has got 1 or 2 years left. FYI, I'm telling you right now, Tom. When you come up and you kind of mind your own business and you do your own thing, you'll be left alone, right? Look at Michael. How often do you see him on TV?
Never. Now he's coming back.
Look at George Bush, GW. How often do you see him on TV?
Rarely.
How much shit does Bush get? Nothing.
Not enough.
Think about it. No.
Not enough.
I'm telling you, because he's what? He's just gone.
Yeah,
what does Obama do?
Keeps popping up.
Why?
Because he has to, because he's owned
Bush
by the
never,
party.
every day I remember Obama would say, I inherited an administration. Yeah. Bush never said anything.
Yep.
Never said anything. Obama, God forbid you move something on the Obamacare.
Forget
you
it.
move one thing. Yeah. But in this case, I think there's something there.
What do you think
there's
there?
Well, listen, you don't Cash Patel. Okay. Do you think Chauncey Billups speaks? Do you think if Clutch doesn't protect him, you think Chauncey opens up?
I think Chauncey is going to protect himself. And in my opinion, I could be wrong. I don't think Chauncey. I think he was like a bait for the mafia.
And by the way, amongst those three guys, to me, Chauncey shouldn't have been there. My opinion. I actually like Chauncey a lot.
Shouldn't be gambling, you mean?
No, I don't. I think Chauncey got
caught up?
I think Chauncey got caught up. But do you think Chauncey is dumb?
No.
Do you think the way Chauncey played the game, do you think he played because he had a 38-inch vertical leap, or do you think he played the way because he was brilliant?
He's a leader.
He's a leader. He was a captain. He ran the floor, right? So I don't know. I think Chauncey has got a lot of respect and a lot of love from a lot of people in the league. And I don't know if Chauncey and LeBron are on the same team. I don't know. I don't know if they're part of the same camp. I know there's a lot of different factions.
Well, he's wearing that Clutch Sports thing, so there's...
Well, but that's a statement.
Correct.
That's a statement. That's a very different thing you're wearing.
When was that picture taken?
That was when he was
Last
coming
week.
out of jail.
That is wild. That's the one shirt that he's wearing?
Oh, you haven't seen?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Pull up the
Last
video,
week.
Rob. Do me a favor. Pull up the video of him walking with the Clutch Sports sweat. So do that same thing, except type in Chauncey Billups walking out of court. Walking out of court. Watch this. Let's see if the video go a little bit lower.
No.
Not that one. Go a little lower. I want to see the video of him walking.
Here,
Right there. Watch this. Adam, watch this. This is last week.
The fact that he's, I didn't really, I honestly thought it was
Boom.
a gambling website.
That's wild. Well, it's that NBA head coach, Hall of Famer, Chauncey Billups.
And what is he wearing?
Clutch Sports.
Why is he wearing Clutch Sports?
That's Rich Paul's company with LeBron.
You think, by the way, just out of curiosity, what percentage do you give it that it's just purely, because I think there's a percentage that it's coincidental.
5%.
What percent chance do you think it's coincidental?
5%.
I'm with you.
5%.
I think
higher than that,
20%
but yeah.
chance it's coincidental. Okay, I think 80% is intentional.
Which
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
where you'd lean
Yeah.
toward.
Think so?
And I bet just to really
He's
fast.
talking without talking.
Guys, I'm telling you, if this, here's the one thing you got to know about Trump. LeBron's either going to have to apologize. You're going to see this. I'm telling you guys right now, my feeling is I know the profile of Trump. I understand that profile very well of a human being. I relate to it. I understand it fully.
Yeah.
Can I give you another name?
I know. I trust me.
I'll tell you, LeBron is known for the flop. And he is also turned from one city to another. And I think this is the river.
And I'm telling you right now. And you made a good point. I see being a father.
Bless you.
God bless you. Being a father and good father. To me, Pat, that's a good side. But to me, he's not that good of a dude. Look at all the stuff that with Stephen A. Do you guys remember Mekhi Bryant, who was a black girl who was trying to stab another black girl? A cop shows up, shoots the aggressor, and then LeBron posts a photo of the cop and said, "You're next, #accountability." Yeah. That's calling for violence, and then deletes the post, okay? All the stuff during the George Floyd, all the crap that he talked about the president and all that stuff, I don't think he's that good of a guy. The father part I could understand, but I agree with you. If there is an opening...
Dude, the guy said stuff like this. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yup. That's what he
said. So
said.
you don't think there's... And by the way, you don't think Cash has some inner, like...
Oh, for sure.
You think we forgot, like, how bad you made us look?
Yep.
Okay, no problem. No problem, BLM.
Yeah,
no
BLM,
problem.
he was pushing that,
Listen,
that divide.
There would be no bigger story in the history of sports than if this guy doesn't make it in the Hall of Fame because of something like this.
That would be crazy.
What are the chances that happens? People?
Less than 1%.
I'm kidding. Thank you for clarifying. I don't think. I don't
Less
see
than
that
2.5%.
I don't see it happening.
But hang on.
Okay, NBA guy. NBA guy.
No, wait a minute. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Based on the way I set it up and I presented it, where are you at with the likelihood of him not going to the Hall of Fame? Percentage
prior to this podcast, 0%. Now I'm at 0.01%.
Okay.
You're selling me the dream here, buddy.
But now I'm not selling you the dream.
No, I know.
Here's all I'm telling
The
you.
NBA is not going to let LeBron go down.
But that's not how it works. Let me tell you, that's not how it works.
Oh, no.
That's not how it works. You know why that's not how it works?
Tell me.
It,
The face of the league you're not going to put in the Hall of Fame? That is disastrous.
Are you kidding me? Freaking Pete Rose.
Yeah, baseball has
What are you
standards,
talking
though.
about?
Baseball has standards.
Pete Rose, Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds
Barry
is the
Bonds is the
freaking
greatest.
GOAT. It's not
Barry
even in
Bonds.
there.
If you hear this,
are you
Barry Bonds.
serious?
Yeah.
Like,
Podcast,
by
buddy.
the way, as great as LeBron is, I don't know if he's Barry Bonds. Hear me out. What I'm saying.
Whoa.
Let me tell you where I'm putting. You put Barry Bonds in his sport versus LeBron. I'm sorry.
Barry Bonds is a beast.
Barry Bonds is a much greater
skill-wise
athlete
as well.
of his sports. Do you know how hard baseball is?
Adam, hitting
How
the
many
ball.
how many MVPs?
Dude,
Stop it,
7?
guys.
I don't know. 8?
Correct,
I don't know
and
how
he
many.
should have won the 8.
Adam, what's the-
He should have won 8.
What's the single
Our
hardest
baseline
task
for
in any
LeBron.
sport?
But
Hitting
to
a round
me,
ball with a round
minimize
bat.
that
But to
greatness.
me, if the MLB was willing to not allow Bonds,
That's true.
The first half of his career is a Hall of Fame career. Roger Clemens is not in the Hall of Fame. Are you freaking kidding me?
It's so stupid,
How
the
many
MLB.
times did he win the Cy Young? How many times did Roger win the Cy Young? How many times did he win the Cy Young?
How many Hall
You
of
don't
Famers
put
did not
Roger
make it to the
Clemens
Hall
in
of
the
Fame in the
freaking Hall of
MLB?
Fame? Are you
7,
kidding
actually,
me?
7
It's
Cy
7
Youngs.
Cy Youngs,
Clemens?
not 5. He won 7.
Roger Clemens was here. We had a great exchange. You left
dude,
the podcast for
the
about a half
guy
hour.
won
yelling at people in the
7
back.
times Cy Young, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
so
You
messed up.
think LeBron? No. So to
But
me,
in the MLB, they'll do it, not in the NBA.
but let me tell you though, here's what
Not
you
in
got
the
to
NBA.
Listen, Adam Silver is not David Stern. This is all I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's
Adam
weaker.
So what's the point? You know what David would do? David Stern understands Trump. They would have talked. Adam Silver is not Trump profile. David Stern is. David Stern was a gangster. David Stern ran the NBA.
He was stern.
Like he was not a joke. And by the way, guess what? He was a Democrat. He was a lawyer. No, I'm being serious. He was a Democrat and a lawyer.
Back in the day,
they
before
still
Trump
are.
showed
But,
up,
it's
guys.
but it was a different era of
Right.
Stern. So to me, I don't know, guys. I think something's going on here. Why would Cash Patel come out for 3 NBA players to
Exactly.
say, let me tell you what we're doing? You think that's it? You don't think there's something up here? Hey, Cash, let me see, bro.
Yeah.
What do you got in there, dog?
Yeah.
Show it to me.
I'm with you.
Unbutton this.
Was Da-
So
with- what-
unbutton
you know what
this
David
guy.
Stern
Show
would have
me.
done?
I want to see it, dog. Show it to me.
Pat, you know what David Stern would have done?
Shoot.
In a quiet restaurant with LeBron James. LeBron, this is a football. You need to go away for 2 years.
Can I ask one question? I know you want to go to the next story. That's the Hall of Fame thing. What is the percentage of them actually, if this is true, going at like
Can I
pursuing?
give you my answer?
I want to know. What is the
I'm gonna give you my
percentage?
answer.
Yeah.
PBD said something.
he's
about
involved.
Signal and noise.
If he's involved.
Signal and noise.
Yeah.
We're tracking the noise right now.
If he's involved.
Billups, LeBron,
right.
Yeah.
what's going
No,
on?
LeBron.
I'm hearing Kevin Garnett's name all
Yeah, I
of a
did
sudden.
too.
Who's best friends?
If LeBron-
But the signal, let me tell you something,
What?
is not the NBA players. It's the Gambinos.
I don't know.
And the crime families, and the Genovese,
Trump-
and Lucchese, and the
Trump's not
Bonanos. That's the criminals.
I don't think-
It's called organized crime for a reason.
No, Adam, I'm going to
Yeah.
finish this.
The guys who are going to go down and be
because
the
I think
fall
we
guys
can
are the,
move on.
are
I
the
think-
mafia guys.
I appreciate Pat's summation. I think we could probably move on. I'm going to say this. This will either become steroids like baseball, where action is taken, or it's going to be the Epstein files, where everybody knows everybody's guilty, but nothing happens.
won't
And
be
that's where
Epstein
Vinny's
files.
going to
It
lose
won't
his
be-
mind.
you know-
You know why it won't be the Epstein files? Do you know why it won't be the Epstein
I
files?
happen to
'Cause they're
agree,
all
but
alive.
there's two
But do-
possibilities,
but
don't
do you know?
think?
Stop. Do you know why it won't be the Epstein files? Do you know why it won't be the Epstein files? Because can you tell me how many people in Trump's circle are in the NBA?
Not too many. Not too many.
So you ain't got to worry about that.
None of the people
That's
I know
right.
were
So-
at those card games.
No, guys, this is about to be a
Tom,
very
win right there.
different story. If this goes as far as they go, damn. Talk about like a shit. All right, folks.
Here comes the river.
Let's go to the next story. Let's go to the next story. And by the way, remember, for those of you guys that you ever wonder why we have the gear allegedly, Rob, can you go back? Let me just go to our insurance sponsors here.
Yes.
It's called allegedly.
Yes.
Okay. Everything we said was allegedly.
All
Yeah.
allegedly.
If you would like to be protected by the allegedly community, go get yourself an allegedly shirt.
Oh, wow.
Go
Sale.
get yourself an allegedly.
Nice.
Holy moly! I didn't know that we allegedly
Whoa,
had.
whoa.
Go get yourself.
Look at the black hat with the white trim. That's my
That's
favorite.
actually sick, Rob. Put that link below for $15. Go get
Holy
yourself
moly,
an allegedly
guacamole.
shirt and a sweater, and get yourself protected from anybody else. They're gonna say, "Wait a minute, I used the word allegedly." All right,
true.
we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Let's go to the next story. Rob, put the link below if you could, Rob, for the allegedly, so some people can go
You
allegedly.
can use
protect
allegedly
themselves.
everywhere, right?
Yes, you
Young
can.
people
Yeah.
with their parents, middle-aged people caught in an affair. Allegedly gear can come in handy all the time.
Tom, that was
that the Shaggy defense? What does that mean?
inappropriate. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.